Hello everybody, welcome back. This is EonShiKeno, and I'm going to do a commentary, and with me I've got Time Lord.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. So we've got a game here on Shattered Temple between Mao's Morrow and Mao's Hasu. Mao's Morrow is our green Zerg player at the bottom part of the map, and we've got Hasu here at the top. He's our red Protoss player, so we got a PVZ on this map, or a ZvP, however you prefer. So what do you think of these spawn positions here, Time Lord?
Pretty good spawn positions. Far positions is always turns out to be a good game, hopefully. So hopefully we'll see that today.
Yeah, hopefully. I definitely do not like playing this map as Protoss versus Zerg just because of like the huge open areas. It seems like whenever you walk through the middle of the map, you're always just like expecting to get surrounded, and it's just a little tougher. So usually you have to walk around the corners of the map here, and it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, and also for Zerg, Shattered Temple has turned into a lot better than the previous Lost Temple. Because of that, you can break down those rocks and get your third a lot easier.
Yeah, and you know those
that risky gold.
Yeah, or tank sieging on your high ground and killing your expansion, or Thor, or just about anything. So we do have Morrow going for a spawning pool first build, as opposed to getting the hatchery out. Now this is a clan match. These two players are from the same clan, so they're probably fairly well knowledgeable of each other's play style. They play against each other quite a bit, so we may see some play styles that have a lot of metagame involved, where it isn't their standard play, more attuned to defeat their opponent.
Yeah, and Mao's Sports has been doing a lot of good stuff lately. Hasu Obs just actually was semifinals in TSL, and they added Thorzane also, so this is going to be pretty good. Mao's is a pretty good clan. Yeah,
and I just saw Morrow take his Overlord that he has his expansion. He scouted all the way down to the very edge to make sure there weren't any pylons down there or cannons, just to be a little careful, because he hasn't scouted his opponent yet, so he doesn't know if he went for cannon first, which smart move there. Maybe he's been cannoned a couple times against Hasu.
Yeah, it's never fun to be cannon rushed and lose to a cannon rush. Oh, it's the worst.
So we've got 2 gas up already for Hasu, and he has a pylon in the far right corner over there. He may be trying to hide some tech over there with this quick gas, so we may want to check back over there pretty soon to see if we're going to have any type of void rays, starports, Twilight Council, something like that up here. So the probe is going to finally have to leave. The queen is out. Morrow got his gas going. His expansion is just about finished. And we're going to see what we're going to have our Protoss player come out with here. He hasn't started his warp gate yet, so which makes me think he's going to go for... Now he's starting it. Okay, I thought he was going to save it and go for a starport, but there we go. Now he's making that Zealot, chrono boosting out that Zealot and Stalker. He's going to have to kill that one pesky drone before he manages to throw down his tech there.
Yeah, he was kind of late on actually starting that Zealot. Usually your Zealot's already out when your Cybernetics core finishes, so that's kind of a weird timing that he's doing.
Yeah, maybe he didn't cut any probes and made that assimilator out. Maybe made his pylon too soon. Or maybe he made it too late and got supply blocked.
Yeah.
So we do have the second gateway going down, and that drone is still in there running around. But we can check over here in Morrow land. He's got drones pumping out, speed on the way. So far we're going to have the Zergling opening from Morrow. And we're going to have to wait here to see from Hasu what he's going to transition into. He's got a sentry coming out. And he's got the Stalker out. He cleared that out of his base. So we can see he's got about... Oh, there we go. There is the Starport, or Stargate. So we have a Stargate 3 gateway. And we'll see if Hasu is going to go for a expansion. So, all right, he's putting a pylon out front. So this could be a fake to an expansion, or actual expansion. Actually scouting back, they're finding that Zergling, so Morrow's doing a pretty good job of having that Zergling in the back there to scout out an expansion if possible, but Hasu is aware of that, takes it out, so we'll see if he's going to go for an expansion. He's throwing down a forge, so I think he's just going to go for an expansion from this point.
Yeah, it looks like it.
He's probably maybe going for the Stargate just to get out Stalkers, or I mean, sorry, Phoenixes. Actually, yeah, he's going to get a Phoenix out, chrono boosted, so he's going for a Phoenix play, it looks like. I don't think he's really going to be able to fly those across the map and maybe contain the third. That seems to be the common play with Stargates, if you get them out before your expansion, is just to get them out, get some Phoenixes, get some Void Rays, and just stop your Zerg player from getting that third up, because it just takes so long to get Queens in that position to defend it.
Yeah, not seeing that Ling, not seeing that Nexus up, he decides to put down a lot of 2 Spine Crawlers and a Spore Crawler. Morrow does. So he's probably thinking that he's not going to expand and just rush him, but yeah, he is expanding now. Yeah,
he just snuck a Zergling in there. He scattered that out, so he knows an expansion is going up, but he's throwing up those Spore Crawlers anyway. Jesse's just playing pretty careful, and he throws down another Evolution Chamber, so got 2 Evolution Chambers and 1 Spore Crawler at each base, so he's going to be fairly safe against this Phoenix play. And like I said, this is probably part of the metagame playing in here, where Morrow knows that Hasu loves going for Phoenix play, and he's already basically put a stop on that. Now, while these Spore Crawlers aren't going to completely protect his base, I mean, it's going to be easy for Hasu just to come in there, pick off a drone, and run away, but he can't just sit there and continue to kill units. It's going to provide some bastion of protection for Morrow in his base.
Yeah, and with those Queens there, he's not really going to stick around that long, so it's really going to make those Phoenixes not as useful as they could be. Right.
Yeah, he's probably going to get like maybe 1 or 2 drone kills before he gets too low on energy. It looks like he's going to pick an overload kill over here on the left. This thing is way too slow, and those Phoenixes are going to get that kill. That's going to buy just enough time for some Queens to maybe be pulled up here. He's repositioning that Spore Crawler a little bit to the left, and he just flew to the other side of it. And that's just the worst time to move that Spore Crawler. He's going to lose a Queen here. He's going to have to repick that up again. No, he actually picks it up there, gets it off, but he's going to fly away there, losing a Queen already. Picking off a drone there, so some pretty good harass so far, a lot better than actually anticipated.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake with picking up that Spore Crawler. He could have had so much more damage on those Phoenixes.
And probably not lost his Queen there in that situation.
Yeah.
Maybe not. So he's going to lose a second Queen here, and this is not looking good. I thought this harass was going to be, you know, destined to fail, but it's just working so well since he decided to move that Spore Crawler. Maybe if this was you know, the current patch where Spore Crawlers only take a 6-second dig time, that would have been better. But this is from the previous patch, so those do take 12 seconds still. So we have a gold base going up for Morrow, and he's got another macro hatchery in his base and an infestation pit going down, getting quite a few upgrades, mostly Zergling upgrades, attack and armor. And just flying with those Phoenixes, trying to do as much damage as possible.
Yep, he's deciding to put that. That is really like a really early macro hatch, really.
Yeah, I can't believe
before he even started his gold.
I can't believe how many kills he's gotten with those Phoenixes. Units killed 23, workers killed 11. He's killed 34 units, 2 of them being Zerglings, of course. So 32 units with Phoenixes.
Yeah, and one of those Phoenix has 7 kills.
I did not expect that to happen. I mean, he had Queens out. He had, I just don't know how that was just like a perfect storm for Morrow just to get completely stomped there with this early game harass. And Hasu is in such a strong position right now. He's even setting up his third, so his third is gonna be just a couple seconds behind Morrow. So Morrow's third is up and going, but he really can't take any drones there because he has what, 1 Queen to protect it. That Queen's gonna die if he goes over there. He just doesn't have enough AA to defend against all these Phoenixes. And he's just kind of flying around right now. He could go pick up some more of those units.
Well, he doesn't have any energy. What I find kind of odd, he used about 4 to pick up just Zerglings, and wasting that energy. That's pretty, you know. Yeah,
I saw that too. I really didn't see the point of picking up Zerglings.
Yeah.
But it looks like that gold is going to get up. He's going to get a Spore Crawler up, get a Queen over there, and that is going to be fine. I thought that was going to be a bigger problem. So we have a Zergling attack coming over here to the left. He's going to try and take out these destructible rocks, get in the back, and look at this third now. Does he have vision? He does not have vision, so he's just going to take out these preemptively to try and get up there and maybe harass that expansion and attack from the back. And those Phoenixes can't do much other than just sit there and look at those Zerglings attacking. So we do have Zealots, Sentries, and 1 Colossus out, and a couple Stalkers just being transferred over here to the left just to pick off those Zerglings, so that's not going to be too much of a problem.
Yep, Morrow is ahead in worker count by tons. He has 75 drones to Hasu's 47 now, so Morrow is definitely macroing up.
Yeah, we saw Hasu go for a really heavy tech. I mean, we saw him go 3-gate Stargate, and now he's got a Robo up, plus a third. So he's trying to macro and tech at the same time. So, of course, he doesn't have an army, and Morrow is just droning up like crazy. You can see there, he's got so many drones. He's got a huge amount of Zerglings and Banelings. Oh wow, he's getting Infestors and a Spire at the same time. I'm assuming he's going to get Infestors. He has Neural Parasite being researched, so there's going to be an interesting combination here from Morrow. Maybe Zerglings, Infestor, Muta.
Yeah, that's anything with Infestors is good nowadays.
Uh-oh, we got the Overlord upgrades are finished, so he's going to be able to do some Baneling drops wherever he feels like it. And we got some Banelings moving over here to the, so if you look at the left side of the map, we have some Banelings getting there. They're going to get picked up by that Overlord. 4 of them just hanging out over there. Phoenix is still flying around doing some scouting, going to pick up some drones here at the gold. And more Overloads being sent up here to the top right, going to pick up 4 more Banelings. We're going to have a double drop here. 8 Banelings going to be dropped at both of the mineral lines. And there are a lot more Banelings back there at the base, but we're going to have an attack here coming on. 4 more Overlords being brought with it, and there's the attacks. 1 going up the left and 1 going up the right. 1 going up the left is going to sneak in there just out of range of that Photon Cannon. He's going to sneak in there. You can barely see him on the edge of my screen here. And he's going to come up here and drop in. Oh, quickly. Wow, look at Hasu on the mark, already running away. Over here on the top, we're going to have the second attack come on, and he's already warping in Stalker, so I think he's expecting, but he can't see up there because of the ledge. And he's going to drop him anyway, and there he goes. He's going to drop him, and he's going to kill. Not going to get it. Oh, wow, he actually got that one probe there. But the 3 were wasted, so that attack was pretty much a fail there from Morrow. Didn't get as much damage as he wanted to. A lot of Zerglings with, what is their upgrades now? 2, so great upgrades there. And 4 Overlords full of Banelings, and he's just going to go Zergling Baneling Bomb right on top of this base here. There's a lot of Photon Cannons up there, so I don't know if he's going to be able to break that.
Yeah, he has so many Zerglings. I'm surprised of how many Zerglings he actually does have. But since he did go Neural Parasite, I bet he's just going to try to take over this Colossus and then just have his Zerglings just dominate everything. Well,
he just made like 14 Corruptors.
Oh, wow.
So I don't see him teching up to Hive, so I'm not anticipating him switching those into Broodlords. So I think he's just going to go like Corruptor and then use those Infestors for fungal growth and drop Banelings on top of them because he's making a lot more Banelings. So I'm kind of expecting him just to fungal growth with those 2 Infestors and just kind of A-move in with everything else and focus the Colossus down with the Corruptors because he has about 4 Colossus up there, so that's nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, wow. There's so many Banelings in those Overlords. This is going to be crazy.
This is going to be an intense fight. There's still a lot of Zerglings over there on the left, and some Phoenixes are still flying around. They're not going to see any of this. Zerglings being loaded up on the right, so Morrow's going to have this 2-prong attack. A lot of Zerglings are going to be sent to the main. A big attack is going to be sent up the front. He's going to be forced to pull those units back. No, he's going to attack at the same time, so he's just going to go in from both sides. A big army going in the force field is going to go down, and he has nothing to break those force fields. But at the same time, we got the drops over here in the main. He's going to be forced to pull all those probes back. He's supply blocked right now. He lost a couple of those Overlords, and now the force fields are down, but no, he throws them back up, and here comes the Banelings. They're going to get dropped in there, and there's just so much destruction. Neural Parasite Corruptors just crushing everything. The Colossus are down. Warping on some more Starcraft reinforcements. Storm going to go down. Phoenix is showing up a little too late. Phoenix versus Corruptors. Not much going to happen there. And the Overlords are going to be forced to fall back. Still Zerglings in the main, taking out everything. More being brought in from the right. Supply count 154 versus 101. Morrow is dealing a swift blow here to Hasu.
Man, using drops is just insane. It's working out so good for Morrow right now.
Yeah, I mean, look at those upgrades on the Zerglings. Still 2-2. Those are great, and the supply is looking really good here. So now we got, what is that, 4 base versus essentially 2 at this point. He lost so much tech. He just lost the starport, and these Zerglings are just mowing down these Stalkers. Finally getting a blink off there.
He's going to clean it up, but what I find pretty cool is when he attacked from the front, when he had those Colossus, he was neuroparasiting and stuff, he had the Templars out and actually managed to feed back one of those Infestors. So if he could have got more fungals off and enough time for him to keep still and Baneling bust that whole army, it would have been probably a different story. But I'd say Morrow really helped himself there.
Yeah, that was a great attack, taking out the main, crushing so much tech. And you can see the Harvester count is now favoring the Protoss player because Morrow just lost about 10 drones at his 4th base. But he's got some insane upgrades coming. 7 Infestors coming out, Adrenal Glands, +3 armor, +3 ground attack. And Hasu just now taking his 4th base, well now is 3rd base because his main is completely destroyed.
Yeah, just between those 4 Phoenix he has left, they have about 50 kills just between the 4 of them.
13 kills, really 10 kills, 11 kills, 17 kills. That's a Blue Angel squadron of Phoenix right there. But Morrow's got the Blitzkrieg army, that's for sure. He's going to roll in there with Zerglings, Banelings, drops. So once again, 8 Banelings going to go to the left there. And we have another drop, going to go, another big attack coming through the middle there. Nice storm right on top of all those Zerglings. Banelings just going to fall back and walk through that. And wow, that actually didn't do very much there. Drop in the main. Oh, not the main, but the third base. And he just took out a lot of probes, about half the probes up there. And the attack at the second, the natural of Hasu, I think that fight went so much better for him there without the fungal growth. He just walked away from the Zergling Baneling, throw down some High Templar storms, and completely destroyed that army before it got any damage.
Yeah, at the natural, he was just running away from the Baneling drops, and he ended up killing about 3 Overlords full of Banelings before they even fell, so that was really bad for Morrow.
Now here's about the 7 Infestors out, and they're going to take all these Stalkers out. He's just chain fungling all the Stalkers, and they're all gone. Wow, nice job there with all those Infestors. Too bad those weren't there for the last fight, but
yeah.
I'm just curious about the workers killed. 37 versus 36. It's actually so close. Those Phoenixes are he just kept those things alive alive for so long this game. More Banelings, more Infestors, getting those Overlords loaded up to do some drops. And what is he up now? On 5 bases now. Morrow up on 5 bases. And we've got Hasu taking out the gold there. Going to set up his, I guess that's his 3rd now. Kind of getting confused here. Hasu just losing so many bases. That 4th he had, or 3rd, whatever you want to call it, the one on the left there was taken out. Or canceled, I can't remember. So that is gone. So Morrow definitely in the lead here. Supply, Harvester count, he's back in the lead now with 23 more Harvesters than his opponent. A lot of Zerglings, so he's sticking to this army composition. Zergling, Baneling, Infestor, Corruptor, Overlords dropping the bombs. And it looks like he's going to go another attack here. And there is a very heavy Zealot army.
Yeah, I do find it cool that he's stopped making Colossus. I like that idea.
Yeah, completely making those Corruptors pretty useless. And you can see Morrow also has only made 2 Corruptors, so he's not really remaking those Corruptors. So he's playing to his opponent's army, which is really smart. I like the adaptation there. Not just sticking with the number of, I need 10 Corruptors. But big fight going here. A lot of Zealots. Oh no! Those Banelings are going to do so much damage. Feedback, Storm going there. Banelings getting hit quite a bit. More fungal growth going down. Oh, wow! Feedback going back. Fungal on those High Templar. Baneling's getting there. No, he's always storming himself. He just neural parasited.
Oh, that's awesome.
He neural parasited that High Templar and stormed himself. That was insane. I know the Phoenixes are showing up. These Phoenixes are going gangbusters again, just picking up there, doing some damage, and Morrow dealing a significant amount of damage there. That was just, there was a little bit of everything going on that fight. And drop once again in the main. More Zerglings showing up there. He's going to try and pick off this Nexus. Those Zerglings are now 3-3 with the Adrenal Gland upgrade, so those things are crackling. And they're going to get it. Are they going to get it? It's 3. Oh, he gets it with 2. 1 Zergling sneaking out of there. And wow. Oh, he almost got back to the Overlord, but no, he died. But wow, those Zerglings just took out that main and just keeping that under control. They're just those Zerglings, 3-3 attack upgrades, armor upgrades, adrenal gland upgrades. Those things are like mini Rambos.
Yeah, they're so cheap. They're just so good late in the game if you have your. Especially he's not making Colossus, so they can just really reign supreme right now.
And you can see he's got them all rallied up here to the top right part of the map. I guess he's going to go in for another drop. And we got this, I guess, what is that, 6th base now from Morrow in the bottom right, getting saturated. And there are a lot of Zerglings. Oh, here we go. Zerglings, Infestors, and Overlords once again filled up. And this is a really good army combination. He's got those Infestors out so he can do some damage now. Blinking those Stalkers behind those Zealots. We have, great high storms there. Some nice feedbacks. There are just way too many units for Morrow. And there we have it, the GG from both players. That last fight was kind of the nail in the coffin there. And I think Morrow just played so well this game.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how good those Lings did. He had drops going at the main, like every single battle that he was doing at the natural. It was just too much for Hasu, because even though like 3 Overlords full of Lings is just way powerful with all those tons of upgrades. It's really good. Yeah, if those Lings didn't have the upgrades, that wouldn't have happened at all. I mean, he could have just warped in like 4 Stalkers and then cleaned that up with 1 Zealot. But no, with those upgrades, they just, what does it do? 8 damage now, weapon speed 0.59. That was so good right there. Yep, those adrenal glands do 20% faster attack for the Zerglings, and I can see how good it did this game. Yeah, I just have to think back to the beginning of this game, how it opened up, how
Hasu went for those fast phoenixes and still managed to do a lot of damage with those phoenixes. Like, I don't know how he did that, but it's like the stars aligned and he got a lot of damage with those phoenixes, even though he had queens out, he had spore crawlers up. I think the point that kind of worked out in Morrow's favor was that Hasu went for, he went for the expansion and the tech, so he didn't have an army. And Morrow was like, okay, I'll just insane drone, and get way ahead in the economy, and just go a lot of Zerglings, Banelings, and Infestors, which aren't too tech expensive. And he just had the better army combination and the better attacks, more successful attacks on his opponent. So that wraps up this game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And you can check out my YouTube page at youtube.com/EonShiKeno. And that's it for me. You got anything to say, Time Lord?
Nope. Have fun.
All right. See everybody later.